Welcome to Fanfiction Theater. So, Demer, you weren't here when I said it. My mom started listening to the show.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I said.
She said that she couldn't make it 10 minutes into the show because we giggle so fucking much.
Oh,
and
no.
she got so sick of it so fast.
Maybe if she goes to like one of the... Did she try the first episode? Because we're very giggly in the first episode because we're just so excited.
I don't know. I think she said that she started with the most recent one. So that
Oh.
We do giggle a lot.
We giggle a lot.
We giggle so fucking much. And
But
that's...
okay, and see, that's it. I was thinking about it while listening too. I was like, I don't laugh at my own jokes this much. But it's just because, like, I'm just so happy and enjoying everyone's company.
Yeah, it's
that
just
I'm
because
like,
we're all together.
right. And it's like, I don't really think I'm that funny. I just enjoying my company.
Well, hey, you know what this
friends.
means? It means we can shit talk Anthony's mom all we want. She won't listen.
I thought you liked my mom.
I do, I'm kidding.
Welcome to Fanfiction Theater.
Ooh, Anthony takes charge.
Oh no, now all the pressure's on me. Welcome to Fanfiction Theater, the podcast where we get together and do dramatic readings and commentate on fanfiction and shit.
I'm uncomfortable. Zach, can you do it?
Aww.
I liked it, honey.
Thanks, sweetie.
You do such a good boy.
Oh.
Welcome to Fanfiction Theater. This is the podcast where we get together and read fanfiction and stuff. I'm just going to copy paste
you.
it.
It's called plagiarism, and we don't appreciate that all.
That's true. We're all about originality here. My name is
yeah.
Zach. I'm Zach.
I'm Faina.
I'm trash talking Anthony's mom.
She's Demery.
And I'm insulted.
And that's Anthony.
Oh, God. Okay, yes, we said we were going to say the rules at each episode. So, yes, we read fan fiction.
Has to be older than 5 years.
Has to be older than 5 years.
We try not to make it super duper long. We'd like to fit 3 stories into an episode, so that usually means like around 1,000 words or
However,
more.
because we have had people start trying to send us some stuff, which is amazing.
Yes.
We do take chapter stories as long as like the chapters are kind of a decent length and work out. So
If the chapter can fit comfortably into the episode.
yeah, so we'll make that work. That's fine.
We try to avoid something that's super horny or super violent for all you prudes out there.
Oh, sorry, I gotta leave on both of those.
And I think that's really it. Those are the major talking points.
We don't hold too many rules for ourselves.
No.
Not really.
No, so yeah, we're on episode 5, guys. We made it one round
Hell
around.
yeah.
So we're gonna be starting over, which means Anthony won't be reading this time.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I know, but you've got a good one for next time. I know.
I'm excited.
So, Demery, since you didn't read last time, you're gonna start us off.
Oh, no, the pressure. Hold on, I have to get my list open because as a reminder, I'm doing this like a dweeb, and I am rolling a die to decide what I am going to read.
Hell
Fucking
yeah.
nerd.
Can I
me
just
get
say
my
I'm
list.
really happy that all of us have started having like our own little ways of going about it, and like we definitely have I pick these type of fan fictions, and I pick these types. I think it's great.
All right, stop being sappy. Here's the roll. No, I was using that as a
oh,
bowl so it
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
fall. We have a Pikachu mask on the table, and that is my dice tray.
7.
7 again! That's what I had last time.
Should we re-roll?
It's definitely
No, because I had to update the
She
thing.
definitely wrote this one.
The magic number.
All right, what do
Wait,
we
what was the author of the last one she read?
Oh, I can't remember.
I
it
would
wasn't
write.
her.
Was it? I would write 1,000 fanfics. Was that her?
No,
that was Faina?
Oh, it was
Might
your
have been.
Muppet List pirate
Oh,
one.
yes, that one.
Oh my god, wow.
No, it was something very Demery-esque last
Yeah.
time, though.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You
this-
hoot. What was that for? Is it too
No,
horny?
it's just it's a little out there.
Oh.
How many Demery ones do we have in the list?
I would have to go back and look, which would mean leaving the screen, but I'm guessing 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
respectable.
there's at least
Like a third chance.
like a third chance that we're gonna get one
Maybe,
Demery's.
but the list, once I have time, the list is going to keep growing. I'm hoping to get until I can roll a D100 to decide what story I read.
Dope.
All right, so this one was written by Aaron Patah, Ptah, It was published in 2008. It is called 10 Times the Doctor Met Sailor Pluto. Plus one more.
What?
Hey, Doctor Who Sailor Moon crossover?
Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm actually really excited about this.
So the username doesn't lend itself very well to be Demery's, but
Yeah.
the story itself lends itself
Username
very
definitely
well.
sounds like it's just somebody's straight first and last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my alias. Summary.
Your nom de plume.
Sailor Pluto meets Doctors 1 through 10, parentheses, not necessarily in that order.
1 through 10. Oh, God, they really liked her.
I'm excited for 10. 10 doesn't get enough love.
10 gets
David Tennant gets all the
Wait,
love.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking 8.
Oh, Christopher Eccleston?
That's,
No, that's
9, baby.
The one before him, the one that was in the Doctor Who movie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So looks.
I don't know why. I
They
like his
reset him.
face.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You mean John Hurt?
No.
No, that's the War Doctor.
That's the War Doctor.
That's the War Doctor. All right, go on.
Anyway. 3. The first time he appears in her domain, she doesn't ask questions. It doesn't matter whether he's there to use the gate or has somehow stumbled on it unawares. Sorry, I have my contacts in, so I need to get this close to my face. Stumble on it unawares. His presence is forbidden. Therefore, his life is forfeit. She brings down the key. He catches it between both palms and pulls, making her own strength work against her, sending her tumbling to what passes for the ground.
Wait, so, okay, Sailor Pluto, that's the... Walk me through it. It has been like a billion years since...
So Sailor Pluto, not me Googling to make sure that I'm not wrong, because I don't want to sound like an internet idiot.
I've never watched Sailor
Hey,
Moon.
I know
double
she's a
checking our sources
gatekeeper.
is a
It's not
good
the-
thing.
Yeah. Okay, it's not the gay ones.
Yeah, right.
It's not the child. It's the green-haired one that's not in the main crew.
Right, okay. So it's with the large staff. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So not the gay ones or the child.
Yeah. I mean, how else do you describe it?
That's very fair.
Stupid. She knows that move. Should have seen it coming. But she never expected it from someone with fewer than 6 arms.
This time around. Maybe the next time.
How much experience does she have with people less than 6 arms?
Well,
Or
really
more
not
than
a lot.
6 arms? Or 6 arms? Go on.
Right, I don't think it would... Okay, yeah, all right.
Where did you learn Venusian Aikido? She demands.
From the Venusians.
Venus. Where else?
Yay!
Says the stranger, looking down at her in some bafflement. I see what you meant when you told me to look out this time. Told you... She echoes, on her feet again as quickly as she can manage. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, that explains it. I should be doing an accent. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're the
Explains
British one.
man. Hasn't happened for you yet. He holds out a hand. Nice to be met by you, Sailor Pluto. I'm the Doctor. He's a perfect gentleman in that old-fashioned velvet coat. She takes his hand. 6. She doesn't try to take his head off with a key this time. She just aims it at his chest like a loaded weapon. Parentheses, which is precisely what it is.
Thank you for the rifle
What
imagery.
if she just had a gun?
When she says key, she means Glock.
Yes. Identify yourself. Don't be ridiculous. And point that thing somewhere else, he snaps, waving it off like he doesn't care, parentheses, which he probably doesn't. Doctor? Do you have anyone else with a temperamental TARDIS that keeps breaking down in wherever this is? She returns her key to standing position, but doesn't relax entirely. You've never looked quite so much like an insane clown before. The Doctor snorts.
But this is only her second time meeting him, right?
Yeah, well, he didn't look like an insane clown last time, I guess.
I mean, I've seen that velvet jacket.
The Doctor snorts. Clown. Well, I guess it's better than space hobo. Look, are you going to help me out or not? It's been centuries since her last extra-dimensional engineering course, and she only passed by the skin
Oh,
of her
shit.
teeth.
Extra dimensional engineering course?
Yeah.
Did she go to space college?
I guess so, yeah. She went to space college.
Oh, no, please don't tell me
Space
she
school?
went to Space Community College.
Oh,
no.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with community college. Community college
No,
is
it's just now that she's in space debt.
Oh, that'll do it. How old are the sailor soldiers? I've never seen Sailor Moon.
Perpetually like 16.
I know they're all like they all
forever
look
16.
16.
Because that's the dream.
They are 16, Anthony.
16-year-old girls just want to be stuck at 16 forever.
16 more minutes.
And in 10 years, they will be 16.
Yeah.
And in 50 years, they will
wait,
be
no,
16.
Except for Meatball
Okay.
Head and Tuxedo Moon.
Tuxedo Moon.
Tuxedo Mask.
Okay, but basically Tuxedo Moon, though, right?
Yeah.
He's basically Mr. Moon.
He took her last name. So fun fact about Sailor Moon, they did the whole first season and they go on this epic fucking quest and whatever and they beat the bad guy, but all of them die during it. And so
hate when that
season
happens.
2 is just them saying, JK, none of that happened and everybody was resurrected, but they don't remember anything. So we're just going to do season 1 again.
This is the original series,
Yeah.
not like that remake one. Because
No, the original.
Crystal, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Sailor Moon Crystal. I think
That's
right.
the
Think.
remake that happened a couple years ago, several years ago at this point.
It was
I
kind of
don't
like
know.
the Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah, no,
I've
this was
never
OG.
watched
So
Dragon Ball.
It basically it took out a lot of the like filler stuff and just
Okay.
got it down to basics.
Oh,
While
I got it.
reanimating
Honey,
it.
it's like you know how there was the original Digimon?
Oh no.
And then they remade Digimon, but they made it
worse.
like sad and not very action-packed
It
and
digivolved
weird.
into an emo kid.
I thought that was Black War Grandma.
Yeah, no, I
I
don't
feel
know how,
the Holy
but
Stones.
she's
Okay.
special in some way.
Okay. Pluto?
Yeah,
We're
Yeah.
on Pluto? Okay, Pluto.
It's
which
been-
isn't even a planet anymore.
She got fired.
How dare you?
Sailor Pluto got fired.
Neil deGrasse
For being-
Tyson.
I think my favorite
She
part
didn't get fired, she got furloughed.
I think my favorite part about the Sailor Moon series is how they don't say it's Sailor Uranus, it's Sailor Uranus.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
not saying Uranus.
Yeah.
It's not any better, we're just saying urine us.
Yes. It's one or the other. Pick a hole.
Urine
All right.
are us. We're,
Wait, isn't she one of the gay ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
It's been centuries since her last extra dimensional engineering course, and she only passed by the skin of her teeth. But she does her best.
That was nice.
She can do better than the doctor?
8. Doctor? Yes, that's me. Hello, Pluto. This one doesn't look much like a hobo. He looks like a younger Victorian gentleman with another velvet coat and flowing ginger hair. Need help fixing your ship again? She asks. Oh, yes, please, he replies. But there's no hurry.
He always wanted to be a ginger.
When it says the number, is that saying which doctor it is?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
So 8 is the one from the movie. Did he have ginger hair?
No, because he always wants ginger hair and he never gets it.
He never gets the
So
ginger
maybe
hair.
he gets it in this one.
Oh, okay. Alternate universe.
Yeah. They just wanted him to have a happy
you-
ending.
Are you telling me
And
that
fucking ginger.
Are you telling me that fan fiction isn't consistent?
Believe it or not, I'm so sorry.
Wait, so this is the second time that he has broken down and needed her help. Are we sure this isn't on purpose?
Well, third time in her timeline.
Ah.
All right, so 8 was movie doctor. Got it.
Yes.
Peter McGann? No. I don't remember their names.
Need help fixing your ship again? She says. Oh, yes, please, he replies. But there's no hurry. Say, you don't have any more of those little chocolate biscuits, do you? 4.
Pluto biscuits.
Some kind of guest he
4.
is. Jesus.
That's Tom Baker. I know that.
Yeah.
He's the one with the scarf and shit.
Yeah.
Dope. I know some stuff.
Good job, honey.
4. She doesn't have to ask this time. She knows who he is by the way his scarf is bending the space-time continuum.
See, scarf.
Scarf bending. Okay.
Scarf bending.
Scarf bending.
For our
Biscuit?
next bending sex conversation.
Biscuit? She asks, holding out a plate. Ah, thank you, he says cheerfully, taking the whole thing. Jelly baby?
I do like jelly babies.
They're okay.
10.
Is this going to be like a River Song sort of situation for him?
I don't know.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
It might be.
I'm getting
David
a very-
Tennant. I know 10. Okay, let's go, baby.
10. She finds herself looking forward to his visits, but she's not expecting the next one. He looks almost like a little boy now. Hair wild.
Yeah,
You
David Tennant, you
heathens.
baby little bitch.
David, baby, we love you. Come on the show.
But grow the fuck up.
Stop looking like a child.
Yeah, Converse? What the fuck, dude?
Oh, Rose.
Wow, all right, let's calm down now.
I've never been calm.
He looks almost like a little boy now, hair wild and unkempt, hands thrust in his pockets as he scuffs his trainers on the not quite ground. Pluto is tempted to ask if this is his first incarnation until she sees his eyes.
Okay, sorry. When you said Pluto, my ADD brain just went, the dog?
What a better fic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sorry. Keep going.
Haha, Pluto, get over here.
That'll be in the next Kingdom Hearts game.
Wait, next fanfic. Goddard.
I have a Jimmy Neutron one on the
With-
back burner.
Oh.
With the doctor's dog.
Oh, the K9.
K9.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
Wouldn't that be adorable?
That would be so cute. About what I did last time, he says haltingly. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She puts a finger to his lips.
Ooh.
Don't.
Spoilers.
What did they do?
I don't know. His time is different.
Hot.
What did Christopher Eccleston do with her?
Wait, did she just say spoilers?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
She said don't. The doctor manages a nod, but barely. His eyes are far too old for his face. The eyes of a survivor. He glances once at the gate with a look of heartbroken longing, but he is not about to run for it, and Pluto drops the key to fold her arms around him. I understand, she whispers in his ear. I understand.
How? I don't.
I feel like we're missing a lot of context between
Yeah.
these meetings.
Yeah.
We just gotta get 9.
7.
Ah, that's not 9.
The next time he arrives, it's an incarnation from the other side of the time lock. Pluto offers him tea. It's in the Japanese style rather than the English, but he takes to it immediately, running back into the TARDIS to grab a kimono before sitting down for pleasant conversation.
That sounds like him.
Yeah.
Also, I'm using a quip right now, which means it happened really quickly. Don't you mean Hulock instead of time lock? I'm funny.
You are so funny, honey.
Super
The
Hulock.
whole table just stared at him blankly.
You are very funny. It's just I don't get that one.
That's the fandom shit, right? With Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock. There's the big 3 fandoms.
Oh.
I had no
This is
idea.
Super Hulock. I know shit, guys.
I don't
Yeah.
have the attention span for multiple fandoms. It's like I don't have the attention span to watch any movie ever.
All right, go on.
Eventually, the talk turns serious. The girl I've been traveling with, he says, name of Ace. I've been thinking of grooming her to go to the academy.
Feeling real good about it. She's 16.
Do you think that's wise?
Nope.
No, I don't.
Working on your replacement, Doctor, teases Pluto. Oh, no, nothing of the kind, he insists, tugging at his lapels. I just think she's got the spirit of the best kind of time lady. Or the best kind of renegade. Is there a difference? Gallifrey could use a little shaking up, don't you think? Pluto changes the subject.
That's when the
That's-
war happens.
Let's maybe not shake things up too much.
5. Pluto, so nice to see you again. This one looks like a sweet young English gentleman out for a spot of boating. When he sees that the tea ceremony is Japanese,
Is
his
this the
face
celery
falls.
one? The one with the celery stalk in it?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I think so.
I never got into Old Who.
I'm afraid I don't have a kimono, he says apologetically.
Why the fuck not?
Because he's white.
So fair.
Space wife.
You'll get one, she assures him. 2. You must be the space hobo. Young lady, I am not a space hobo. Wherever did you come up with such a vulgar term? I didn't, she begins, then decides to let it be. They discuss more over a
I'm
full
a
English...
space hermit.
They discuss more over a full English tea, during which Pluto gains a rough idea of the order of his incarnations. Parentheses, this is only the second, but he's already met several of the others. End parentheses. The Victorian gentleman with the white curls is his next. Watch out for me next... Oh, not British. Watch out for me next time, she warns him. I don't pull punches. I'll remember it, he replies. Oh, yes, and I passed that item you gave me on to Susan. Thank you, she says, and makes a mental note to work out what he's talking about. 9.
No.
Christopher Eccleston!
We
He
love
doesn't-
you. Come on the show.
He doesn't want to be associated with this. So.
This time, she is expecting him. He stalks out of the mist, sparkling with the energy of a recent regeneration, torn and singled velvet coat still hanging awkwardly over his new form, all dark curls and broad shoulders and bared teeth. Get out of my way, Pluto.
Bear teeth? Rawr.
He took the ones that Lucy didn't use.
Oh no, how'd you kill the bear? I can't. She's standing in front of the gate, but not brandishing a weapon at him. Not yet. It is forbidden. Fuck forbidden, he roars.
That is-
They're dead.
Chris!
They're dead. They're all burned and the whole damn thing is time locked. So the only way to fix it is to let me through.
Oh.
You can't fix it, cries Pluto. Doctor, you need to accept that some things can't be. He punches her.
Oh, shit.
There is no grace in it, no method, no martial artistry, just a raging and ugly fist connecting with the side of her face. She lands hard, cheek throbbing, but there's no time to think about it, no time to strategize.
Aha.
That is a stargaze. The time to strategize. And no more talking to him now that he's 2 steps from the gate and striding forward. Dead scream! She shrieks. The attack is meant to be whispered. When she finds him, there's a brief moment when she wonders if she's singed him bald, but no, he's just regenerated into a body with very short hair. She lifts one eyelid to check that he's out cold. Parentheses, his new eyes are blue. End parentheses. She carries him to his ship. It's not far off. The door's locked, but she has a key.
Oh.
Aw.
Wah.
1. She can't
Really
help.
The
awesome.
loneliest number that you'll ever know.
William Hartnell.
She can't help feeling a little jumpy around him at first, though the bruises have faded and the flesh is hardly tender at all. But she's so unfailingly polite and so obviously baffled by where he is. Oh, he's so unfailingly polite and so obviously baffled by where he is that soon they are having tea, as delightful as ever. The conversation is, in fact, so enjoyable that she almost forgets what she has been charged with until he is about to leave.
Burglary.
Huh?
That's what she's been charged with, burglary.
Doctor, wait.
God, that was awful.
We love you anyway. Come on the show. Doctor, wait. You need to take this. The old man takes the locket, puzzled but agreeable. It's a bit sparkly for my taste. It's not for you. It's for your granddaughter.
No.
Oh, I see. He turns it over in his hands. I say, it looks a bit like a chameleon arc. It is, says Pluto. Just a bit. +1. I don't believe any of it, insisted the girl. Ancient kingdoms on other planets, benevolent guardians of space and time, incredible powers, and she was supposed to be part of this? It was ridiculous. It's true, and I can prove it, said the cat. Pick up your locket. Parentheses, to be fair, the fact that she was hearing the story from the mouth of a talking cat made it seem slightly less impossible in comparison. She picked up the locket, the one she'd had for her whole life, or at least as much as she could remember.
Talking cat, I don't believe a single word you're saying.
I think I'm just losing my mind.
Okay. Now repeat after me.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Gallifrey Planet Power.
Gallifrey Planet Power!
Sailor Moon's granddaughter. Awesome!
Okay, so that's another t-shirt.
Oh, dude.
And it's the doctor standing in a Sailor Moon pose.
Yes!
After...
Oh, wait, but which doctor, though? Because I want it to be not.
No,
All
you
of
get
them.
you get all of them in different Sailor Moon
Oh,
poses.
all of them in the
Oh,
different
yes.
Sailor Moon poses.
Yes, I love it. Yes.
And it's
Fi-
just
Fina did
Gallifrey
excited
Power
hands just
Power.
then.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
That's hilarious. Do you know, hey, I wanted to sing the theme song the entire time.
She is the one named Sailor. Sailor Venus. Sailor Mars. Sailor Mercury. Sailor Jupiter.
What has this episode become?
Powers are so new to her. She is the one named Sailor. Sailor Moon.
Wee-oo.
God.
That was lovely.
See, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. In terms of fan fictions, that's a good fan fiction.
It's not bad.
Right?
That one's actually really fun. It's like a good mix, and I think it pays respects to both of them. I actually really like that
I
one.
agree, especially for a crossover.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
they did really well.
That was cute. As someone who has limited knowledge of Doctor Who and no knowledge of Sailor Moon,
Yet you're holding the manga.
other than they're basically like galactic Power Rangers. No, I'm sorry.
The Power Rangers are kind of galactic Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw people in similar
listen.
uniforms fighting crime.
Usagi is the moon princess who's fated to marry what is his Japanese name? Mamoru?
I love that it took 5 episodes for Demry to start giving me context.
Yeah,
for his
exactly.
shit.
So shut your face. But okay, so something happened, and all of the Sailor Scouts got sent to Earth, and they have no memory of their life on the moon. And for some reason, also they're 16 years old. But then also, when she was on the moon, she had a daughter, Chibi Uso, who comes back, but it's back in time.
Okay.
And she doesn't know it's her daughter, and they hate each other.
I'm learning.
And there's a whole weird thing where Chibi Uso suddenly turns into an adult and is really into her dad, who she doesn't know is her dad.
Gross.
That's weird.
But anyways, Usagi finds a talking cat, and then she makes friends, and it turns out they're all Sailor Scouts, and then
Cool.
also one of them pretends to be exactly what a Sailor Scout is on TV, and then it
Okay.
just turns out she's actually a Sailor Scout, but also not the main character, so hot in your face.
That one's Venus.
Yeah.
Fuck do I know? Okay.
She plays Sailor V on TV, and it turns out she's a Sailor Scout.
Sailor Jupiter's the butch one.
Yes.
Sailor.
Ami Mercury is the nerd.
Yeah.
You're both nerds.
Sailor Mars is the hothead.
Yeah, she's got a temper.
I could have told you
And then she
that.
holds her fingers like guns, and a fire swirl comes out of them. Yeah.
Cool.
And Tuxedo Mask is fucking useless.
Hey,
He comes in.
He throws that rose beautifully.
Yeah, he does. He comes in, throws a rose that does fucking nothing, and then does nothing the whole
It
rest
looks
of the time.
beautiful.
It distracts the villains for 10 seconds so that they can be like, we've got to win.
Hey, listen, if you chuck a rose the right way, I'm sure a thorn would mildly hurt.
Unite the world.
However, I will say that someone had to be cheating, because Sailor Moon with blonde hair, Tuxedo Mask with black hair does not equal Baby with pink hair. Sailor genetics are not on their side.
Maybe that's why they never introduced a male character with pink hair. Because there's only one conclusion to draw.
All right, Faina.
Okay.
Which one do you got?
So actually, I have a fanfic that one of our fans. See what I did there? That one of our fans sent in.
Oh
So
God. I'm so sorry. You just said our fans, and that just got me
you
into
only thought of OnlyFans. I get it.
No. It got me into a space of holy shit. At some point, never is anyone going to write fan fiction about us.
Oh,
And that would make me.
No, I had a whole crisis the other day because I was thinking about how we've done those real people fics, and I was like, but what if people started writing fan fiction about us and shipping people in the room together? And I was like, I would be really uncomfortable and ask them to stop. But also, I read fan fictions like that, and I don't think that's unethical, and I don't ask them to stop. So that makes me a hypocrite if I don't want them to write fan fiction about me. So I just have to let them.
See, the problem is they would ship you and Faina and me and Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you really have a problem with that?
A little bit with those two.
dish.
That make me uncomfortable.
All right, Faina, what do you
Anywho,
got?
Sorry,
yes.
Faina.
So this story is called "The Funny Pit." It is written by Missy, and who actually sent it in?
We don't have to
Her
call him out
actress.
by name.
Oh.
She is a amazing friend of mine.
Okay.
I don't think she'd care. Her name is Maggie.
Okay.
I won't give last names, but
Sure.
she'll probably
No, yes.
she'll probably
dox her right
she'll
now.
legitimately probably call me and be like, "You should have said my last name."
Should we just do a take where you say the whole name?
No,
No. Doctor, where's she live? What's her social security number?
New Jersey, and it's no.
555
Five, 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 five,
Five.
five,
555
No.
309.
So yeah, her name's Maggie, and she's listened to every episode as soon as they come out.
Cool.
I love that. Thank
yeah.
you, Maggie. Come on the show.
Yes. So again, it is called The Funny Pit. It is written by Missy. I will not give the summary. It gives it away. I will say that it is a Golden Girls fanfic. And under notes, there's written, for Miss Antlery, I had a lot of fun filling your prompt. Since I'm a pretty big horror fan on top of being a Golden Girls fan, fitting these two universes together was fun. I really hope you like it. This has the mildest hint of Dorothy Blanche to it.
I need you to know I've been trying to think of the Golden Girls theme song in my head, and it's just not hitting.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you. That's it. Because
This is the
first
theme
came
song
the
episode.
first came the Cheers theme song in my head, and then You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story, and Thank You for Being a Friend was just not
If you
hitting.
combine the theme song from Cheers and You've Got a Friend in Me, you would get the Golden Girls theme song.
Okay, I see where you're going with that.
This has the mildest hint of Dorothy Blanche to it. Since everyone's too busy surviving to smooch here, let's just say things get spicier later. All right, and here.
What year is it?
Oh, what year is it?
You gotta
That's a
you
good-
not have it.
Yeah, that's right. Yuletide. It says Yuletide 2018. Published 2018, November 1st.
Okay.
Okay.
Or, no, that might be incorrect. I don't know how to read these dates. It says 2018-11-01.
Yes.
I'll leave
Yeah.
that up to you.
2018 is the important part.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho, here we go. Dorothy Zbornak was spending her purge night the way many other citizens across the country did, pacing. That's right, it's a purge story.
I love it.
To her credit, she wasn't calling Rose or Blanche's jobs every 5 minutes, which was how she'd spent the first purge. And it was all for nothing in the end. They had shown up healthy and well, in Rose's case, with 2 boxes of cheesecake tucked under her chin.
Knew it.
And in Blanche...
Knew it. As soon as it started, I was like, Rose is going to totally be into the
Fuck
Purge.
yeah. And in Blanche's case, wearing a fur coat she'd borrowed from the front window of Gimbel's.
I was gonna say, where'd you get the jacket?
From Gimbel's, not from a neighbor she killed.
Uh-huh.
Just before sunset.
Well, that doesn't mean she didn't kill every employee to get the fucking jacket.
Who works on the purge?
In America, everyone.
That's unacceptable.
Employers that force their employees to.
Starbucks would totally be open during the Purge.
Oh God, Waffle House during the purge.
Oh my god.
Feeling drowsy
They
during
already
the
have
purge?
combat
Caffeinate
training.
at
Right.
Starbucks.
Waffle House during the Purge.
If you bring in a dead body, you get a free waffle.
It'd be like this. It would be like the ultimate boss fight.
Oh, wait, no. It would be like a Sweeney Todd situation. Bring in a dead body, we make a meat pie for you.
Oh
That's too much effort. Waffle House workers are not cutting up a whole body.
Listen, going to a Waffle House period is like going to the Purge already.
Okay,
Oh,
anywho.
Lord.
Would you sit down already? Her mother asked, most of her attention focused on the TV, which was playing a rerun of Robin and the Seven Hoods. You're gonna give yourself vertigo. I don't care. I'm worried about Rose and Blanche, of all the times to be this late. Pussycat, don't be jealous. So what if they're
I
late?
just was gonna call her a pussy. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she always calls her daughter Pussycat. Pussycat, don't be jealous. So what if they're late? Maybe they're having fun. I am not jealous, Dorothy snapped, and you can have fun without staying out until 1 a.m. I conducted my purge night activities early in the evening and came home at a decent hour. Listen,
God, Fiona, the voices are
I
on
know.
point
I know.
right
See,
now.
like, you are in. These characters are
Thank
coming
you,
alive.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. I have always been a middle-aged woman inside. Listen to Sandra D here, Sophia said, folding her hands over her heart.
Damn.
Dorothy grumbled and kept pacing. You don't need to be sarcastic, Ma. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try to be nicer on the one night a year everyone's supposed to be a huge jerk.
She got quips.
So I could totally see Sophia just sitting out on the front porch with his shotgun.
Yes. Just in her moo-moo, having tea and cookies with her shotgun, going, make sure to stay off my lawn. Then someone jostled the doorknob. Dorothy automatically reached for the Bowie knife she'd strapped to her hip. And what a hip it is.
Wow.
No matter the government's latest choices, she couldn't bring herself to buy a gun. Unlike Sophia and Blanche, both of whom owned models that they spent the rest of the year storing in awkward places. And
I am not surprised Blanche
Yeah.
has guns in awkward
Listen,
places.
I'm surprised Blanche didn't already have a gun in awkward
in awkward
places.
places. You're storing in awkward places and occasionally forgetting they owned. Blanche, how are you forgetting that's in there?
She's got other activities to worry about. It's Blanche.
More than once a year, Dorothy found herself staring at a revolver accidentally left in the freezer.
That's an early sign of Alzheimer's, guys. I'd be a little
For
worried.
safekeeping, Zach. That's what it says in the story, for safekeeping.
Next to the brisket.
Goddamn, because I'm trying to think. Freezers are still moist places. It's humid places.
What else is a moist place?
Blanche.
Would the area of a freezer affect the firearms inside of a freezer? I'm sure
don't
they would make
know.
them cold, sure, but like if it's loaded already, what would
Maybe
that
it's
do to the
airtight.
bullets?
Maybe it's sealed.
Yeah,
Maybe
did they
you put
take a
it in-
vacuum seal and put
Maybe
their
you should
gun?
put it in a Ziploc.
Yeah. It's the fresh maker.
And this Glock is the death maker.
Oh, God. All right, where are we? Okay. And it was Rose, beaming brilliantly, followed by a flood of dogs.
She stole that. Yeah, that's my purge. That's what I'm doing.
Zach, you have too many dogs
No.
already.
You say purge, not I say let's go.
Free puppy night.
All right, followed by a flood of dogs. Hello, everybody. She scanned the room. Did Blanche go to bed early? She's still out, Dorothy said. She eyeballed the flood of canines with worry and confusion. I love how both times it's a flood of dogs.
I'm trying to imagine
They're all
what
wet.
kind of dogs Betty White is dragging into this house. And
All
I'm,
of them. She was a huge animal lover.
I'm sure she was. I'm
She
just
loved
thinking-
animals more than
An
humans.
animal activist.
I mean, who doesn't? I'm just saying that, like, Betty White is not the, like, most imposing person in the entire world. So I'm just imagining her coming in with Rottweilers and pits.
She's
And-
riding a
Hell
Doberman.
yeah. Yes.
But like one chihuahua just hiding in her hair. Okay. Did Blanche go to bed early? She's still out, Dorothy said. She eyeballed the flood of canines with worry and confusion. What are you doing, bringing all of these dogs here? A German shepherd was already trying to leap up onto Dorothy's hip,
German
giving her the most affectionate look. Reluctantly, remembering Wawa, she scratched it behind the ears and was rewarded with a slobbery lick.
Lick.
Rose bent to pet the head of a Pekingese. The shelter was understaffed, and I couldn't leave these cuties alone to face whatever was going to happen tonight. So I did what any good citizen would do and slathered the soles of my shoes with peanut butter until they all followed me out.
Oh my god.
This is 100% my purge. I love that. Yes.
Only you, Rose, Dorothy sighed. Can you at least keep them quiet? Oh, yeah! I've been teaching them not to bark when someone makes a noise. Gee, that might end up being bad for us during the purge.
Oh no, I'm training these dogs and now we're all gonna die.
I've never been so sad that I'm never going to get a purge episode of the Golden Girls in my life.
Finas, you're doing
No,
great.
you're doing
I-
wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. We're as prepared as we're going to be. Dorothy had taken control of the prep work as per usual, and the results had been decent. There was a pit in the lawn that looked like a regular patch of greenery. There were nets near the lanai, and heaven forbid they get that close to the house. Every windowsill was electrified.
Oh, yeah. Decent.
Of course.
How Oh God. Okay, they're just home aloneing their entire thing, and that's great, and I love that.
Mhm.
They didn't mention the cardboard cutout of Michael Jordan.
Dorothy hated doing all of this, but all she wanted was to protect her family and keep them alive. They were, Dorothy realized, a long way from mace and barking dog alarms. Ampersand, 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 ampersand. There's. I think it's supposed to be a break in the story.
Oh.
Ampersand, ampersand, ampersand,
I'm
ampersand.
sure that she absolutely loves everyone in that house. I'm just saying, Dorothy would let Blanche get a little hurt on Purge night.
Yeah.
I'm scared for Blanche, she finally confessed to Rose. They'd congregated in the kitchen for some cheesecake and chocolate ice cream, while the half-dozen dogs all ate and drank from the various shallow dishes on the floor around them. Rose had stocked up on enormous sacks of dry dog food, which meant that every single canine was going to be well fed, and they wouldn't have to risk using a water supply that might have been poisoned or wet food that might have been tainted.
Those, oh God, no. Okay. Those are shelter dogs. They are going for the cheesecake.
Yeah.
They are not settling for the dry food
No.
if cheesecake is on the table.
Even the ice cream and cheesecake they were eating had been bought and frozen weeks ahead of time, just in case. Don't worry about her.
What a lame Purge idea. I'm gonna poison someone's water supply on Purge night and not see what happens at all.
They didn't tell you, but this story actually takes place in Gotham.
Someone poisoned the water supply.
Oh no, that's such a oh God, that's
Not
so
the
sick.
cheesecake.
I really hope whoever poisons the water supply is a smart person, because I'm accidentally going to get a drink from the tap as soon as I do that.
Oh, God. Okay. Even the ice cream and cheesecake they were eating had been bought and frozen weeks ahead of time, just in case. Don't worry about her, urged Rose. She's a tough slut. Dorothy raised an eyebrow at her. And she's our slut, said Sophia. She'd finished her cheesecake off and was shuffling towards the fridge. Anyone want some cheese and crackers? I'll take cheese and pepperoni, said Dorothy. We don't have pepperoni, said Sophia. I ate it while I was on the phone with your Uncle Tony. Ma, don't start talking about Uncle Tony again. Why not? He's got a perfectly respectable business. So respectable he lies about it on his tax forms, said Dorothy. Wasn't he implicated in that cover-up with the Gambini family? You put one guy in a pickle barrel and you pay for it for years. Anyway, you're gonna thank me, said Sophia. I had to make a couple of improvements to your Purge night plans. I'm sure I will, Dorothy said, and couldn't keep the condescension out of her voice. A flash and a loud yelp from the backyard caused all three women to wheel towards the sound. Then there was a sharp, southern-accented voice shouting up from the depths of the pit Dorothy had dug. How in the hell did that happen? Who put this hole in my backyard? Dorothy's stomach unclenched. Blanche, she shouted. She automatically made tracks toward the back door. Dorothy, Rose hissed. We don't want to draw attention. If we turn the floodlights on, and that'll bring that grammar's weird. If we turn the floodlights on, and that'll bring prowlers to us. Who cares? Blanche is in a pit, Dorothy yelled and shook off Rose's hand. Sophia said, don't worry about it. There's enough food down there for her to... They all trailed off as the lock jingled. Each reached for the nearest weapon. In Rose's case, it was a heavy glass pitcher of milk. In Sophia's case, it was a heavy cheese block.
She needs some milk.
Dorothy had her knife. Then the door opened, and Blanche was there, looking no worse for wear for the fall, but her brightly colored red and gold pantsuit. Who wears that on the Purge?
A pantsuit?
A red and gold pantsuit. It's
Hey.
Still gotta look good.
Blanche is
And the
gonna-
red hides blood.
Also,
Oh, see,
Fashionable and
this is
yes.
why we have
And gold
Zach.
hides gold.
Oh, gold hides all the gold we stole.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Demery also smart, yes. No worse the wear for her fall. But her brightly colored red and gold pantsuit was completely ruined by the dirt and rocks it had been rolled through on her way down and up. Her pumps were completely missing as well, and Dorothy wondered if they'd been lost on the journey or rolled off into the pit. Blanche, are you all right? Rose asked. Oh, just fine. Besides the terrifying, unexpected drop into the unknown, she said. Then she glanced down. Oh, hello, puppies, she said. Who do they belong to? Nobody, said Rose. Yet, unless we can keep one. We're not going through that again, Dorothy protested. How did you get out of that pit, she asked. Blanche headed to the sink and rinsed off her hands with the bottled water, then dabbed her face delicately with a paper towel before answering. Oh, in my youth, I was an expert climber. Once, as a debutante, I was dating a 7-foot...
Jesus. Oh, my God.
As a debutante, I was dating a 7-foot-tall basketball player.
Yeah, you were.
Well, I'd left my heels behind, and he wanted to climb a telephone pole, so I learned how to shimmy.
Uh-huh.
It turned out
All
my...
of his telephone pole.
It turns out my incredible thigh muscles were useful
Jesus.
for more than holding a man's body tightly to my own.
Say, this is the kind of sexy we avoid on this show.
No, it is not. Dorothy paused. Even your survival stories involve sex. Why am I surprised? I'm not, Rose said. Please tell me you saved some cheesecake. My evening has been an unmitigated disaster, and I need sugar to improve it, said Blanche. Why were you so late? Asked Dorothy. Oh, I had a date with Donald, that pilot from the San Fernando Valley. Well, he offered to take me on a shopping spree for Purge night, but instead we ended up getting a little distracted. Before I knew it, we were buck wild in the back of his Coupe de Ville and being chased by a couple of little hoodlums on bicycles. We had to hide for a couple of hours in a Burger King with only hot grease and uneaten Chinese chicken salad for weapons, she said.
Chicken salad?
Uh-huh.
At a Burger King?
Yeah.
Chinese chicken salad at a Burger King?
I don't know. Is that something?
Was that a thing?
I don't know. Was
Why-
that a
how
thing
did
they
I know
sold
Burger
at
King?
Burger
Oh,
King?
because it had the word salad in it. That's how I missed it.
Oh, yeah. Burger King doesn't have that.
No, Burger King don't have no salad.
No.
Especially no Chinese salad.
And you couldn't have called? Dorothy asked.
I was at the King. I don't call from the King.
Oh, Dorothy, I do believe you missed me, Blanche said. Dorothy smirked. Perhaps, she said. Rose sliced up cheesecake for Blanche, and Dorothy dished up some ice cream. Somehow, a cozy, sweet feeling filled the air. Outside their front door, so much anger and strife was playing out, but here they were, a real family, happy and without rancor. You know, this reminds me of Purge night in St. Olaf, said Rose.
What?
A groan went up from the table. Oh, come on, it's a good story. All of my stories are good stories, but this one is a great story. It involves Mary Offendas and a pile of tainted herring. So why don't you tell it?
Herring.
Yes,
You
tainted herring.
poison the fish?
Tainted herring. That's what they called me in high school.
So why don't you tell it? Dorothy asked. Rose frowned. My parents used to drown people who would steal our cows in boiling cheese. Pass the cheesecake. Before Dorothy could.
Jesus Christ.
Boiling cheese?
I don't think they met Jesus Christ in St. Olaf. Before Dorothy could, a booming sound came from the front lawn. What was that? Dorothy asked. Sophia's smile was triumphant. Didn't I tell you? Uncle Tony made some adjustments, so I had him plant a few flash bombs under the begonias near the door. Ma, Fernando works hard on those. Yeah, and we'll pay him to replant them. Staying alive's more important, just like you said, and nobody's gonna mess with me and my family. Dorothy couldn't disagree with that. She took a bite of cheesecake. So what did you do with your purge night, Dorothy? Blanche asked. Liquidated Principal Gaither's booze fund and donated all of it to every anti-purge candidate I could think of. Dorothy knew it was Girl Scout-like of her, but, well, every bit helps. I'm proud of you, said Blanche, and patted Dorothy's hand. Me too, said Rose. I'm always proud of you, pussycat, said Sophia. Her grip tightened gently around Dorothy's fingers. Another bang, another yelp, and a bright flash of light came from the front of the house. They took a moment, sighed, and dug back into their cheesecake. The end.
God, I got this fan fiction very clearly understood the characters in these type of situations where the Friends one did not.
Yes.
And this worked, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, me
This
too.
worked so well. That was
yeah.
fantastic.
I feel really bad
Why?
because I think I'm going to be reading a piece of shit.
Oh,
Well, we need at least one.
Compared to the
Yes.
two you got, but I can't read the one I originally had lined up. It's
Okay.
that one's just not going to work.
okay.
I was about to say, these have been so good.
I know.
we need like a
need
real
bad
stinker
one.
here.
All right. Okay. Sure. All right. You know what? Just know you all pushed me into this corner
Oh no.
because
Victim blaming.
y'all had to go and do good fan fictions, and I'm the one who says at the beginning we do bad ones, so I gotta throw a bad one out there,
All the weight's on my shoulders now.
and it's gonna be bad. Okay.
It's gonna be May. Did we thank Missy/Maggie for the fanfic?
No.
Thank you, Missy/Maggie, for the fanfic.
Yes. That's the thing. These are good.
Yeah.
We got two good ones today.
Yeah.
I'm legit like.
If you have a favorite
cool.
fan fiction that's between 1 and 2,000 words, send it our way.
I do not. Instead, I found a fan fiction where it was Aang and Katara on their wedding night, and she shouts, "Bend me, Avatar."
See, that's good.
That's what I found.
Bend me, have a daddy.
I didn't. So I may have made a mistake in this, in that I'm trusting, because I only skimmed it. This could end up very bad.
Okay.
But it is a Winnie the Pooh fanfic.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Called Rabbit's Valentine Surprise.
Rabbit's Valentine surprise.
We're
Okay.
totally listening and not completely
I
distracted
know,
by food.
well, food. I know, you're totally listening. It is written by Kat Lee Peaty.
Now that's Demery.
Yes. It was written in 2012, and the description is Tigger's in Rabbit's garden again. Slash is basically a hookup story.
Oh no.
But it's rated PG-13.
Hey, I need you to calm down. Only Tiggers are allowed to say that word.
I love my wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys in black, it's okay.
Okay, PG-13. Oh, it says author... Okay, it says by Kat Lee PT, but the author is Pirate Turner. So maybe she changed it at some point.
Okay.
She dedicated it to her husband, Jack.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
What's your husband into?
Apparently Tigger and Rabbit.
Hot.
Written
Does
on
this-
February 13th.
Was this her husband's way of telling her that he's gay?
I think this is her
Or that he's
Valentine's Day gift to him. It was written February 13th.
Yes, but he.
Happy Valentine's Day, honey.
Maybe he's just a furry. Why are you being so judgy?
I'm not being judgy,
Because I judge furries.
Fair.
but it kind of sounds like he was trying to tell her something.
Oh, and disclaimer, because I forgot to say this at the beginning, we don't own any of the characters. The authors don't own any of the characters. I'm keeping it in this point because I'm not going to hunt it down to put it at the beginning. So this author note just reminded me. All right, here we go. Rabbit was washing dishes and looking out the single window in his little kitchen onto the fine day, which looked far more like spring than the winter the 100-acre woods should be experiencing.
Global warming's a bitch.
When sudden movement caught his eye, his long ears and white fluffy tail wriggled with annoyance. Something was
Oh yeah, wriggle that tail.
something was in his garden, bothering his carrots. And from the flash of black and orange
Hot and bothering.
from the flash of black and orange that he'd seen,
Ma'am, you are too excited for this slash fic. I need you to calm down.
No.
he was willing to beat the intruder. Was once again his,
Yeah, I'll bet he will.
Hyena.
Let me get through this sentence at least.
Absolutely not.
For the flash of black and orange that he'd seen, he was willing to beat the intruder was once again his beloved Tigger. It's done. His fur bristling. Rabbit rinsed the bowl he held, put it in the drainer, wiped his furry hands off on a nearby orange towel, and
His
stomped
furry
outside.
hands.
He allowed his large feet to fall heavily upon his wood floor.
You know what they say about a rabbit with big feet.
A lot of luck?
Yes.
Heavily upon his wood floors, and the sound echoed throughout his home, out his open door and down into his garden. The warning still did not even so much as slow Tigger, who was bouncing all over his carrot patch. Rabbit fumed, his long ears growing stiff with his anger and pointing,
I know what else is going
and
stiff.
pointing sideways out from his head.
Mine also points sideways.
Tigger!
Honey, maybe you should get that checked out.
Tigger! He bellowed, but the cat just kept bouncing. Rabbit...
Huh?
The cat?
He is not a cat.
He's a tiger,
Tiger.
which is a type of cat.
He is a whatever. He is not a tiger. He is not a cat. He is a whatever.
He's a T-I-double-G-R.
He is in the... That's right.
That spells Tigger.
Yes. T-I-double-G-R.
I will not argue.
He is not a tiger. He is not
Well-
a cat. He is a tigger.
According to
He's
this...
bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy.
Fun. Ooh, you know what else is bouncy?
that got Timmery. Okay. Rabbit's eyes followed Tigger's bounces as he sprang ever higher toward the sun. His head bobbed up and down with every jump he made. He continued yelling at him as he hopped closer to him.
Oh, wait, I got it. Which head?
But still, Tigger ignored him and kept bouncing. Rabbit was beginning to grow dizzy from watching him when Tigger bounded straight over the bunny's head. His ears laid back against his head, and Rabbit shouted Tigger's name at the top of his voice.
Tigger!
Rabbit's carrots had been flying out of the dirt from the impact of Tigger's jumps.
So, Tigger, are you just a fucking dick?
Always.
I
Yeah.
know.
You're trying so hard not to say things. And I'm like, this is why I chose this one. Please, go.
Please,
No.
just do it.
Just do it.
It's the same joke. It's the same play on Tigger.
And another, Rabbit's carrots had been flying out of the dirt from the impact of Tigger's jumps, and another flew out so quickly that it almost hit Rabbit square in
I'm
his
sorry.
fur-
Actually, stop. You have to say Tigga, or else it's offensive.
Can't use the hard R, Zach.
No hard R.
Tigger.
You know what? That was somehow
That
worse.
was-
Yeah, I was about to say.
That was
really? Almost hit Rabbit square in his furry face when Tigger landed once more.
Nope.
Yeah, you see?
No, I hate
See?
it.
See?
I hate all of it.
Tigger! Rabbit bounded to the side, narrowly avoiding the flying carrot, and screamed Tigger's name yet again. Finally, the cat turned to look at him. What is it, bunny boy? I only can do the Mad Hatter. I can't do...
It's close enough.
He asked, his paws up in the air as though he'd done no harm. What? Rabbit's pink nose and whiskers twitched. His yellow fur bristled and stood visibly on end. It! He squeaked in rage, his eyes flashing and tail shaking furiously. Tigger, what is the meaning of this? He screamed. Why must you always destroy my hard work? Don't you respect me at all? Why can't you leave my garden alone? Tigger blinked in obvious surprise. His joyous grin fell into a frown. His head and tail both sagged. Rabbit's anger swiftly deflated his happy spirit, and as his
You
whiskers,
know what else
I knew
deflated?
it. I was waiting. And as his whiskers drooped and he peered up at Rabbit from underneath his thick, bushy eyebrows, he almost looked like he was going to cry. I'm sorry, he mewed.
Oh!
I thought you'd be surprised. Surprised? Surprised? I guess I should be surprised, Rabbit thundered, throwing his arms up in the air. But I suppose you've just destroyed so much of my hard work over the years that it no longer comes to me as a surprise that you're destroying my garden yet again. Tigger sniffed. His long, striped tail poked his right paw, and he grasped it in both paws and turned it slowly. A tear rolled down his furry cheek and splashed to the
No, I
upturned
don't want
dirt
Tigger to
below
cry.
him.
I'm gonna start crying. No, I
This
don't like
isn't
this story.
sexy.
No.
This isn't sexy.
I know,
Speak
I'm
for
waiting for it.
yourself. The only thing that gets me going is when my partner cries.
Oh God.
Not going there.
Hey, have you had that therapist
No,
yet?
go there, Demery.
No.
Talk to us about that.
You like... I can't make the joke.
It's therapeutic, you know?
Rabbit glowered at...
Glowered.
Thank you. Is that right? Glowered? Yeah?
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay. My head says yes, but my heart says no. Glowered at him. But slowly, as he watched Tigger battling tears, his anger started to ease. He had never seen Tigger cry before, and it wasn't like his love to wreak havoc and then cry about it when he was caught red-pawed. Tigger, what on earth is going on with you today? He asked, his voice softer and his ears, nose, tail, and whiskers twitching. I thought you'd be happy, Tigger murmured. Rabbit's bushy brows rose. Happy that you're destroying my garden? No, Tigger replied quietly, his voice full of sadness. Happy that I was helping. Helping? Helping? Rabbit repeated again, his voice growing into a higher pitch every time he spoke the word. Helping? Helping? He turned around in a circle, waving at the carrots that Tigger had torn from their roots. You call this helping? There were carrots everywhere, but then, slowly as Rabbit turned around, surveying the latest destruction his sweetheart had caused, he began to see a shape growing from the carrots. He turned 3 more circles, surveying the shape in doubt, before finally and slowly raising his eyes back to Tigger's agonized face. You uprooted them, he spoke gradually, still not quite believing what he had seen. Into a heart.
Aww.
Somehow,
Anthony feels nothing.
Somehow, Tigger had managed to bounce his carrots in such a way that when they had flown up and
Bounce
through the
my
air,
carrots for you, boy.
through the air and came back down to the ground, they had lined themselves up into a heart in the middle of which Rabbit now stood. Tigger nodded slowly. He twisted and softly squeezed his own tail. Uh-huh, he admitted,
Just wringing it.
his furry striped head bobbing in agreement. A heart for you. I know you'd rather have carrots than chocolates any day of the year, Rabbit. The couple was quiet for a little while longer before Tigger hesitantly added, Happy Valentine's Day, Rabbit.
Aww.
His carrots were destroyed. They had been pulled up from their roots far too early. He'd have to salvage what he could, throw away what he couldn't save, and
Aw,
replant
man,
the rest.
I was really hoping that he had very specifically trounced upon all of the ready to be pulled out of the ground carrots. That makes me sad.
Yet,
Waste of carrots.
as Rabbit gazed at Tigger over the edge of the heart-shaped ring of destroyed carrots, he found himself unable to be angry with his love. He had, after all, tried so hard to give him a Valentine's Day present that he would like, and Rabbit had repaid his love's care and imagination with anger.
His love?
Yeah. They
It seems like this
they're
is
a couple. In
we're-
this, they're a couple.
Yeah.
Pre-established relationship.
Yeah.
Ah,
Those are the words. Thank you.
okay.
Oh, Tigger, he cried, giving a great big sigh. I'm sorry. He hopped toward him. You are? Tigger asked in surprise, sniffling and wringing his tail
The
again.
part that they didn't tell you is that the first time Rabbit brought his boyfriend home, his parents were very upset that he was dating a Tigger.
You are dating an apex predator. We are rabbits.
So we know
Sure,
who's the
that's
top.
what-
That's it.
That's the joke she was going for.
Excuse me. So what? I don't see what the problem is. They know who's the top.
The T-I-double-O-P top.
T-op?
Who's the
He's-
top in this situation?
He's the apex predator, therefore.
Oh, we were playing on that one. I was still
Oh.
thinking about racism.
Oh,
I was thinking. We know who's the top. What are you talking about? Who knows that who's the top?
You're the top.
Rabbit's parents know that Rabbit's the bottom. Is that what we're getting at?
That's why they were upset. They're like, oh, God, my son's a bottom. Honey, how did we raise a twink?
I always knew he was too much into those carrots. Oh,
God.
Remember when he started doing yoga? His favorite position was downward dog, and I said, not in my house.
Honestly, it's their own fault. No, I had to get this thought out.
Go ahead.
Honestly, it's their own fault because they did reverse psychology. They didn't allow him to eat carrots. Now he only wants to eat carrots.
Shoves those carrots in his mouth.
The carrot is Tigger's dick. Get it?
because it's orange.
So,
Yes.
You can take like 5 carrots to the face at once. It's crazy.
And we don't do the horny fanfics.
Just the horny Demery. Again, I hope my dad doesn't listen to this.
I hope it does. Rabbit bounded over the distance that remained between them and wrapped his furry arms around his love. Yes, darling, he assured him, his fluffy tail quivering. I am, he hugged him. Thank you for trying to give me the best Valentine's Day present ever. I'm sorry I was so mad. I guess.
Well, but it isn't the best Valentine's Day present ever, is it? Because you just gifted him work to do. More work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a healthy relationship. All right, go on.
Tigger wrung his tail again. I guess I do kind of tend to make a lot of messes in your garden. Rabbit bristled at the mere memory of the countless times Tigger had completely destroyed his garden. Your heart is in the right place, he stated aloud.
Is it?
As much a reminder to himself not to get riled again as reassurance for Tigger. Just try to stay out of it for the rest of the year, okay? He pleaded. If you do, I won't have to get angry with you. I'll try, Tigger said, sniffling and wriggling his tail. His striped tail jumped in his paws, however, and his furry behind wriggled with a will of its own. But I can't promise. Your garden's just so tempting.
Furry ass don't
He
lie.
tried to explain to his love. It wants to be bounced. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does, Tigger nodded. Sometimes. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, Rabbit broke off.
Clearly, Rabbit is not doing enough bouncing of Tigger's ass.
Rabbit broke off his own furious declaration as he realized that they were beginning to argue again. He changed tactics swiftly. He gently withdrew Tigger's tail from his squeezing paws and brushed it in his own furry hands. Besides, he spoke, making...
Oh, God.
Here we go. Do you need me to read it?
We got all the way to the end! Okay.
Oh, my God.
You got it, buddy.
Read it.
Come on.
Read it.
Deep breaths.
Peer pressure.
I was like, oh, this is just turning out sweet. Why'd they make it PG? Okay. I'm a professional, damn it.
He started with besides.
Besides.
He gently withdrew Tigger's tail from his squeezing paws and brushed it in his own furry hands. Besides, he spoke, making sure to stroke Tigger with the way his fur ran and gazing up into his eyes, his own dark orbs glittering with mischief.
Orbs. Again with the orbs.
I know something we'd all much more prefer you to bounce. He grinned
Oh,
widely.
My dick.
It's a lot more
I'm
fun.
sorry. No, hold up. I'm sorry. I know something I'd prefer you bounce. And Anthony responded with my dick. Do you think gay sex is just wiggling their dicks at each other?
No, I do not. No, I do not,
Curious.
Jeffrey.
Here's why that's the thing you think he wants wiggled.
It's bouncy, 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 bum, 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 bum. He grinned wildly. It's a lot more fun, too. Tigger beamed down at him. What's that? Rabbit leaned up and brushed his nose against Tigger's. He kissed him softly, then whispered against his smiling, furry lips. Me. Tigger hollered with such enthusiasm that the blow of his words sent Rabbit's long ears flying back behind his head. Hot diggity cat, you're right. Bouncing you is always the most fun. And bouncing rabbits is what Tiggers do best.
Oh, shit!
I knew it. I knew Rabbit
He's a
Rabbit was
tigger. He's a tigger. So Rabbit, now that's what I call a snow bunny.
Oh, no.
I can't read this last line. It's not appropriate.
Well, that's all the time we have.
I have so much editing I have to do. I was like, oh, this is going to be a simple one.
And we can't even, like, do a better job with the next episode and then just have the next one be passed off as this one because we already talked about how this one is the fifth form.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to the complete unedited raw footage of this.
No, it's not going to be majorly edited.
No.
Thank you all for joining us for Fanfiction Theater. If you have any fanfictions that you would like to send us, please send them to
pensivemp@gmail.com.
Yes. Pensivemp@gmail.com. That is PENSIVEM as in music, P as in playing, @gmail.com. You can also find us on all over the interwebs on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook by searching for Pensive Music Playing.
Pensivemusicplaying.com.
We haven't made a website yet. Stop it.
Pensivemusicplaying@gmail.com.
That's not the email.
All right, thank you guys for listening, and we'll talk to y'all
And
later.
you just finished listening to Fanfiction Theater.
Fighting evil by moon. Do a fade on this. Winning love by daylight.
Woo!